Hi, I'm Carol Rice with Family Storytelling, and I am here with some really fun guests today.
Oh, thanks.
So nice to have Al Fox Carraway.
Yeah, hi.
Yes. And her family. Introduce your family for us, Al.
So
because I bet there's nothing that makes you happier.
I know, I feel like I'm just beaming, blushing. This is my husband, Ben.
Hello, hi.
And our newest addition, Gracie.
Gracie.
Yeah.
So fun to have you guys in here talking
thanks
with
for
us.
having us.
What did you think when you got an invitation to come and speak at a genealogy conference?
I don't even remember, but I remember being excited.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I remember knowing a little bit about RootsTech from last year, and I'm like, that sounds really cool. And we get a letter in the mail during summer, and we're like, whoa, this is cool.
That was kind of fun?
Yeah, and it was even more fun than I thought it would be. Like, it's awesome here, just being here, and the people, and the energy, and the passion, like.
There's a lot of enthusiasm, isn't there? That's one thing that it's kind of like once somebody gets excited about their family history, it's pretty, it's pretty addicting. Yeah. So tell me, we've heard a lot about your story, and I think it's so amazing that you're willing to share your story. By the way, Elder Despain is a good friend.
Oh, yeah.
His sister is a good friend. And
this world just gets smaller every day.
And so I've watched your story for a while and been intrigued and been really interested. And I think no matter who you are and no matter how, big your story is or whatever, that it takes a lot of courage to tell your story. Because like you said, you couldn't always tell the end that you tell to the story now. What would you say to somebody who's afraid to tell their story?
Don't be afraid. Like, that's so silly. I think how this all started like a few years ago, someone just asked me a personal question through Facebook Messenger, and I thought, if someone has this question, like this one person, like there's got to be others. And to think that other people just don't feel what we feel is just kind of silly. Like, everyone has felt alone. Everyone has felt mad at God and just confused and all of these things. And to use that to help people, like, I don't know, like, life is great, God is great, life is hard, but like, you can do it, and you can do it with the gospel, and I want everyone to know that. Like, I feel like that's a lesson everyone should know, right?
Right. Mm-hmm. And I liked what you said, that we have sentiments in common, don't we?
Yeah.
I mean, the circumstances for our story is different, but the feelings,
it's just we all have the same emotion, different stories. No one maybe hasn't gone exactly through what you've been through, but they can connect through those same emotions. Like the tattooed Mormon story that people usually know about. They might not have tattoos and been judged, but they feel like they don't fit in, or they feel judged, or they feel, whatever. And I don't know, that's how you connect. Like, everyone has a story. Don't be afraid, because when you're honest, like, that's when you can really help people.
Yeah. Ben, did you guys know as a couple, or did you know individually, or as part of being with her, that your life would be spent this way, serving other people and speaking and talking to people? Because I mean, I see that you do lots of firesides and stuff. That takes a team.
Yeah,
that takes a team. Did you know?
I mean, I never would have thought. I mean, we wrote on my mission, and like I saw that she was doing firesides, and I thought it was great. But then, like, when we went to General Conference, and she was swarmed with tons of people, like, that's when it really hit me, like, this is something that we're going to do for a while, especially being married to her. And
he's very patient.
I mean, I think our whole entire time we were engaged, we spent it in the car traveling every day to different places, to have her speak at girls' camps and firesides. And so it caught me by surprise at first, but I mean, it's just been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun to see her share her story, touch people's lives. And I think that's my favorite part, is just seeing the impact that she has on so many people.
Yeah, I bet it is. I bet that's really rewarding.
Yeah.
Makes the efforts worth it. Do you remember that point when you knew this is okay that we're spending our time this way, or that this is how this is what we'll be doing? Tell me a little bit about that.
I think it just kind of came on its own. I mean, I think when we got engaged, there's always that time of like, oh, I wish it just could be us. But we had to share that with like so many other people, and I think it just came to us when we were driving to somewhere. Maybe it was Heber City, where she spoke like every day at a girls' camp there.
Yeah, we lived in Heber for
a while, and so I just think it just kind of hit us that like this is how it's going to be. And I think we're excited about it and just.
I think we wouldn't want it any different though.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, just to think of, I remember being asked, like, do you think it is your mission to help people? And I remember thinking about it probably more than I should have, but I feel like it's everyone's mission to try and help people. And I feel like I'm most happy when I'm yapping about the gospel. Like, I don't know if I know how to talk without talking about the gospel, because I think we just forget like how cool the gospel is. Like, the gospel's so cool. And like, of course I want to share it.
I loved what you said in there today when you said there's a difference. And for people who maybe have always had that, or they've just been surrounded by it, sometimes they don't know the contrast.
Yeah.
True. Very true.
And it's true.
I thought that was meaningful that you shared that with them, that as a reality.
Yeah, I know I would be completely different had I grown up in the church. I honestly don't know what I would be like, but I'm grateful that I had, you know, the experiences that I did to be like, yeah, this is it, and I'm going to run with it, because I don't want to live life without it. I don't want to. I know what it's like without prayer. I know what it's like without God, and I am not doing that again.
I have to ask you, because you brought it up in there. You said, I joined the church thinking that I might not be in touch with my dad. I might not get to have a relationship with my dad.
Yeah.
Is that the case? Or
So, I mean,
my
it's
mom
kind
gave
of
up her family to join the church, and
Yeah.
so I know
It's
sometimes
been-
that's a very real sacrifice that some make.
Yeah, and I wish I had more time to tell like everything great that had happened.
Oh, that's
'cause
good.
I didn't hear from my dad. I didn't hear from my dad for over 3 years. And 2 years ago, I got endowed. I just wanted to go to the temple, so I did. And the day that I got endowed was the day my dad called me out of nowhere. And since then, years ago, I have heard from my dad every day, and I tell him everything. He's like, "Elle, how'd speaking go?" Like, I'll tell him about General Conference. Like, we're just like better than when hard times even happened. But that's what I love about the gospel and about God. Like, yeah, it might be hard, but it will always be better before hard times ever happened.
Yeah.
So it's fun. It's been fun.
What do you want Gracie to know about her family history? Like,
That she's got the coolest family
Yeah,
ever.
seriously. I think for me, it's just kind of, I think there's family on her side that kind of use their talents. Like, her dad's an artist, and
yeah.
her sisters are artists, and like Al's passion for speaking and graphic design, and my side, you know, I think it's all about teaching Gracie to really just do what she loves. And I think that's kind of like, we've seen that in my family history and her family history. It's just kind of like using your talents for good and like blessing other people's lives by using your talents.
Oh, that's a good lesson. If every child could
What
know that,
he
right?
said.
What he said.
Everything he said. Yeah, the best thing she could ever be is herself, and I want her to feel comfortable with her mistakes and her flaws or whatever, and just rock it. Like, we are who we are for our own reasons, for great reasons.
Yeah.
So,
You guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You are both beautiful.
Thank you.
You are
Appreciate
just
it.
beautiful.
It's mainly her, mainly.
Thank you for taking time with me today. And we're gonna go get a picture with my family.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
totally
great.
can.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.